No, I didn't have the microphone enabled. No, I didn't have.炸鸡炸鸡说说是有冰淇淋，炸鸡说冰淇淋，是是日语中冰淇淋。I only sort of remember what it sounds like, but I can just play the video if I wanted to. Yeah, the command is edit com. Yeah, yeah, I have my style. I think that some people like it. There was a very specific reason why I wanted to host this TRS in particular. It will be clear somewhere towards the middle of the stream. But we'll get to that when we get to that. We have because we have a few other replays to show as well. Let's see, the game is UFO, so it kinda is collecting time, because you are collecting the UFOs that fly all around the screen in a way that's better than the way the fucking animal tokens in Wabak fly. Player... I'm still not sure what my best monitor configuration is, so I kinda just do whatever whenever I host or commentate. Difficulty easy. Shot type Sana AB. It's regarded as a good shot type for 1cc type runs. Uh, the comment says that it's a blind route and and that it was learning the shot type route for this shot, and that nothing is routed pretty much. So this is like a first playthrough of a very new player type run. So this is and it's on easy, so yeah, this is new player, new game, blind, throwing themselves in blind. So this is bound to be interesting. Alright. Just get the game open and we can start. Wonder if I have my audio levels set up. The game is frozen on a black screen. That is not good. I'll just kill it. It's doing it again. Wonder if something is wrong with my UFO. I'll just launch it. I'll just launch it without any mods. Yeah. Yeah, Seiho 3 extra, no bomb, no miss. That is what it is submitted as. I'm just following orders or something along that line. Oh, hi, Crested.
Hello.
Well, let's get started. Oh, good. User replays actually work.
Are you able to share screen or?
Yeah, I can do that.
Alright, thank you.
Right, it says default skips, so we're doing default skips.
Oh, they killed the UFO before they filled it up.
Yeah, this is the first.
Oh, it ran away.
Yeah, this is the first experience. This is a almost first experience with Touhou type runs, so expect that kind of stuff. Yeah, I pinged Crested because we got a fan game.
But I actually don't know anything about Touhou, so I won't be of much help there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well.
You hate to see it. Every single item is being dropped. Well, at least the power items are being collected manually. And those are the ones that really matter.
Okay, so if this is literally like completely blind to UFO and they don't know how the mechanic works at all, then it's more understandable. But, eeeh. But it's sort of understandable.
So Sanae is considered a good shot for 1cc because the bomb is really good. It deals a lot of damage, but you can also really easily collect UFOs with it, which is also good for scoring.
Yes, no, the bomb itself deals a lot of damage, which you might think it's a problem for summoning the UFOs because it might kill the UFOs, but what you actually do is you delay the summons of the UFOs until the bomb is over, and there's plenty of iframes for you to do that. So, what the bomb really excels at is giving you a lot of time to set up the summons, while also being a good survival bomb, just like being able to skip boss patterns, notably.
Yeah,
And of course, the shot type itself is fantastic for the stages as well.
yeah, as a survival bomb, that's what it makes it really good for 1cc's. And yeah, the shot is wide and deals good damage, and it deals splash damage too, which is good for taking out enemies that are close to each other.
Oh dear. Rough KKS there, but yeah, UFO is one of the rare games where splash damage is present and actively very good. There's a lot of enemy spam in this game, a lot of like brittle enemy spam, so the splash damage will actually take care of them quite nicely. Though the damage is somewhat inconsistent, so at the highest level of play, especially for scoring, it's actually not that ideal, the shot. But there are other parts of the shot type that just make it the strongest shot type in the game for survival and, well, not survival, but 1cc and scoring purposes. One of them is actually the unfocused shotgun at 3 power, which they're not using, but that's understandable if they're not aware of it, of course. Sanae B does a ridiculous amount of damage when unfocused as compared to focused. The shots actually do different damage based on whether you're focused or unfocused. And unfocused shotgunning is the highest DPS in the game, bar none. It's not really even close to anything else, so if you're able to use it, which is particularly relevant right after dying, because you have iframes to shotgun, then it's best to use it, but oh well. If you're not aware of it, then it's okay. It's just that you'll be missing out on a good chunk of damage that you can skip patterns with. Well, we're through stage 3, so UFO's a game where the survival system is one that is obvious. Oh, green. It's obviously not a very easy one to pick up and understand immediately. But once you do, it's actually a very generous game. It's people, I mean, rightfully say that UFO is a very difficult game. But for 1cc purposes, you actually do get a lot of resources if you are able to exploit the system correctly.
Yeah, especially in stage 4, you can enter stage 4 with nothing and get everything back.
Yes, it's... Oh no, they're collecting the tokens.
Don't collect tokens while a UFO's present.
It's... Yeah,
It
the
would.
only thing you'll get out of that is 1000 PIV, which is very good for scoring. Not at all relevant for survival, of course. I will say that generally, if you're not going to summon rainbows or blue UFOs, it's a good habit to pick up the blue UFOs during a summon as much as you can. That just clears them out and prevents you from accidentally picking up and ruining another summon. Something that I don't see people do enough.
But also, rainbow UFOs are still valuable for survival because you can have like non-changing blue UFOs on screen, and then you can use them to summon a rainbow, and then you can get changing colors UFO out of the rainbow, and the UFO does still clear the screen.
Yeah, so if you have to do it in a pinch, then it's still worthwhile, but like that earlier, they already had they used 2 rainbows and the blue to summon that to get 2 rainbows back, so it's not really doing anything other than like providing 2 minor screen clears, so it's not that bad. But yeah, this is a section which can give you a lot of resources, but you do need to actively make use of it. Uh, the tokens don't last on screen forever, this section doesn't last forever, you have a limited amount of time to get as many summons in as you can, and if you do get the summons in, it's just a ridiculous amount of resources, and they're gonna get a decent amount. Yeah, pick up 2 more Reds, pick them up! Oh well.
Yeah, you could have picked it up.
But for a completely blind play of this game, they did quite well, I'd say. They did even better than some of the previous 1CCs I've watched on TRS before. Though they're not bombing to get the summons, which I suppose they don't have to. They're displaying proficient dodging. And the stage sections really are not that dense on easy mode. Alright, Sinker Anchor really shouldn't be, I guess no Sinker Anchor on easy. I don't know what it's called though. Not a challenging spell. Non-spells are static regardless of difficulty.
Yeah,
But the
sinking.
density is so low that you really don't care about it at this point.
Yeah, sinking anchor is the name of the previous spell on higher difficulties.
Yes.
But
Alright, this is okay, well, it doesn't extend very far, so you can just kind of do whatever. Can you?
I mean, they form pretty clear lanes to just go to and stand there.
It gets this spell gets a lot nastier, even on normal, if you're not aligned to below Murasa properly. The angle the bullets come at can be quite awkward, and sometimes you'll be forced to dodge at very awkward angles. They're doing quite well. I don't expect... I expect this player to be at least like normal level. The dodging seems to indicate that. Alright.
Yeah,
But
it's just a
early
few
game is
fireballs.
early game.
Yeah.
Yeah, no survival on easy.
And also a few of the spells just straight up don't exist. The timeout spell was just skipped.
Yep. Yep. But well, we'll see how they do in the late game because it's a different beast. Even on easy mode. So starting off a summon is good. And they are actually delaying the summon until there's fairies on screen, which is that's a good practice.
Yeah, it seems like they picked up on the mechanics during the playthrough.
Which is nice. It's not always that you see people really understanding how to use a game's mechanics. If they're completely unaware of it, I've seen far too many people try to brute force their way through fan games, and then complaining about why is the resource system so strict or whatever. Alright, this section can be a bit tricky. Oh yeah, that's definitely a blind killer section if you're not aware of how they aim at you. But in reality, all you have to do is to just go to the side and then go up. Bomb here is fine. They should be able to summon a green. Can they fill it? Yeah, easily. Pick that up, good.
Just for your knowing, you can press the shot key to advance dialogue, and you can hold control to skip dialogue.
Yes. It is actually somewhat relevant in UFO because the dialogue is not like dialogue on mid bosses does not pause the stage timers, and if you want the most amount of like post mid boss waves, then you do have to advance the dialogue somewhat quickly. But not really that relevant for 1cc, I'd say. They're gonna summon. Is there another token here? I don't remember. No, right? One? No, there's no tokens. Alright, do they know how to... Ooh, okay, well that works. Alright. So this is going to be a blind show fight?
Yes. Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Alright. Show's infamous for having curvy lasers, one of the first Touhou bosses to really liberally use it, in the Windows era at least. And honestly, I've said this before, rough death. I've said this before elsewhere, but the curving nature of the lasers isn't necessarily what makes it difficult in my opinion. It's more so that they just fire out extremely quickly, giving you very little time to react to their position. The curving makes, like, obfuscates their path, of course, but oh, yikes. Right, 2 power. This is a problem. UFO's power loss takes 1 power away upon each death, which specifically for UFO is actually a very big hurdle. It takes a long while to get your power back. Bosses don't drop that much power, so taking multiple deaths in a row can be one quick way to train wreck a run. Which is why bombing in the 1cc is especially important. Whenever you feel in danger, if you're not aware of how patterns works and you're getting walled or something, then bombing is definitely something that's important to do.
So Asana be at below 4 power, so at 3 power, for example, the shots are less spread out, which might actually be good, might actually be better than 4 power on bosses.
The actual damage that you do should be significantly reduced regardless, when you're at lower power, even if like the shot is less spread out. Let me go check that actually. I'm pretty sure the overall damage you do is lower still. But you will absolutely feel the difference if you go down to 1 power. Hell, even the difference between 3 and 4 power focused and unfocused, sorry, not unfocused. The difference between 4 power focus and 3 power focus is something that you can absolutely feel if you just do some spell captures in TH Prague, for instance. Like, you will notice there is a significant delay, and you're doing much less damage to the boss. In fact, they're doing so little damage that they actually timed out Vajra there. Sanabi 3 power and focus is the highest damage. Yes, that is correct. In the entire game, there is no damage source that is okay, apart from bombs, I guess. But it is the highest damage shot in the game that you can get. The second highest is 4 power shotgun focused, but the chances of you getting to apply that is much lower. And following which would be something like I believe Marissa, Ace, Laser glitch. Laser glitch works simply by if you start firing unfocused and then you focus, the lasers have different damage when they're unfocused versus when they're focused, but the damage does not switch when you focus or unfocus with Mercy. It only switches whenever you start firing. So if you start firing unfocused and then focus a short while later, then it'll use the unfocused damage with the clumped lasers. Nice dodging. They managed to summon the green successfully, and they're gonna get a bomb out of it. That's nice. I hope that they summon a red here, just so that they can at least get the last life piece they need for the next extend.
This stage gives a lot of green UFOs.
Yeah, but you can absolutely summon rainbows, and there are still enough rainbow UFOs. Not anymore.
That's gonna be worth a lot of power.
Yeah, they're gonna get back to full power, but this is also the worst case scenario where they're out of tokens at one piece shot on both the next bomb and life.
One piece?
Bleh. Can't really control that, and again, if they really don't know anything about the mechanics of the game, then can't fault them.
I didn't
Stage
know.
sections can indeed have less enemies. Yeah.
I didn't know for the longest of time that the rainbow UFO switches power and point items.
Yeah, it's not explained really anywhere, and it's not intuitive either, but it is quite useful in specific situations. In stage 1, it can let you get more power in time for
I think it's in the
certain threshold.
I think it's in the HTML manual. Back when manual wasn't a built-in feature, Touhou games would ship with an HTML manual that was in a folder. You would go into that folder and you'd open the file in your browser, and that was the game's manual.
Yeah. Alright, the Byakuran fight is, they have enough resources to just tank this, but if they end up just dying everywhere for no reason, then they can absolutely still screw this run over. On easy, I don't think there's really much threat until the final spells, because DR is skipped. No, not DR. Superhuman is skipped on easy. Oh, right, there's,
Bananas. They're not only curved, they follow the curve.
So there is sort of like a safe-ish height that you can stand on that spell. That wasn't it, obviously, but
Also, if you go to the very top of the screen, you collect all the items.
they know that, but I think they were just panicking because the next boss attack was already charging. They did talk earlier. Please bomb. Please bomb. Okay, I can appreciate trying to dodge this, but please bomb. Yikes. They got it, but I don't think they'll be able to do enough damage to end it, so... Alright, well... One more wave? Oh, jeez. Come on, nice. Alright, DR is, I don't remember if the laser spawn on easy. Okay, well, definitely don't do that. But that's a nice death bomb. I don't think they were expecting the arrowheads to clip them like that. Oh, right, that's the lasers. So yeah, you don't want to be at the bottom of the screen, and you actually don't have that much horizontal space to work with. That's quite rough for an easy pattern. Alright, they're gonna get full power back here, but again, Superhuman gets skipped, so we're going straight to Flying Fantastica. And Flying Fantastica is a pattern where it's not it's not bomb immune, is it? I don't remember exactly.
It is bomb immune.
Oh dear. The bombs are also made to cancel significantly less bullets on this pattern specifically. Sanabi's bomb will only cancel in a smaller radius around it, instead of screen nuke. But no, that doesn't matter, we cap it, no, that's it. GG.
That was a good first ever playthrough of Touhou.
I mean, for a blind play of UFO, I think they're like a normal mode player at least, just judging from their dodging. They're definitely capable of doing that, but, you know, going through easy mode for the first time through, that's perfectly fine, and they did very well, so... normal 1cc is definitely doable. It's going to be significantly more challenging, the patterns are a lot more difficult, but... I'd say that it's easily within reach for them if they want to go for it.
Right, next up we go 2 games back.
Moth Rain would be Lunatic Survival. The run note says, this is the hardest thing I've done so far. This is finally a 1cc that I can feel really proud of. Let's see how they do then. They say, the skips say nothing in particular, but I mean, we're just gonna do the regular skips if that's the case.
Yeah.
Rainbow B is generally the 1cc shot type, a very popular shot type for 1cc purposes.
The bombs are all the same for all the shots anyways, so it's more about the shot power.
Oh, can you screen share?
Yeah, I can screen share. Next loading screen.
Yeah. But yeah, Morph is a game where you get a lot of power and your bombs remove 1 power every time you use it, which means you actually have a lot of bombs in this game. You can bomb pretty much whenever you feel threatened, and as long as you're not wasting that many bombs, you'll be fine. I say waste, but you can really just bomb pretty much everywhere and you'll be fine.
The game gives enough power to compensate.
Yes. And they are already abusing that, which is good. There are some people, especially newer players, have this misconception that because you lose power when you bomb, and you do get more power back after a death if you're at higher power, that some people think, it's not worth bombing in that case. It is. If you're at 4 power, you'll get 4 power back. No, if you're at 5 power, you'll get...
5 and 4 power have the same power level. So 5 power is essentially a free bomb.
Yeah, but if you're at 5 and 4 power, you do get more power back than if you died at 3 power and less. But that argument regarding getting more power back after a death is more relevant to SA than it is in Morph, because you will always get 3.2 power back when you die below 3 power and below. So there is pretty much no reason not to use all of your bombs whenever possible. Yes, after you use up all your bombs and you're at 0 power, you're doing much less damage, and there's a good chance that you'll die after that. But you still bombed, and there's still the possibility, however slim, that you survive through some patterns at 0 power and you get some power back from the boss. So The bombs in this game are also, unlike SA, they are very powerful. If you can get them to even hit the boss somewhat, you pretty much nuke the pattern. Like that. Spin the cephalic plate, one of the tricky and Itori pad. Okay, that's a bomb. Yeah, it's not.
Intercontinental
go
tactical missiles.
Tactical bombs. Yeah. I mean, this is definitely a game that rewards planning your bombs because the bombs are just so strong when you can land them. Even if you're just panic bombing and the bomb itself doesn't really touch anything, it's still gonna do damage. It actually does damage to the whole screen regardless of whether or not the bomb is physically touching the enemy. So it's more relevant for bosses. And I mean, the shots on in this game are also quite powerful regardless. So you will be able to get away with unplanned bombs, and that's something that you should absolutely abuse. But planning your bombs in this game is very rewarding because you are able to just skip patterns like that.
Hello, Morth and Raiders.
Hello. I saw earlier that you were scoring SA, so hope you had fun with that. This game doesn't have a communications gauge, yes. Hello, Myankichi. Comms gauge.
Comms gauge.
Ah!
You know, it makes sense for that to be a comms gauge because the A, B, and C shots in that game are just the secondary character helping you in the background. So having some kind of Wi-Fi signal to them who's on the surface would make sense in the lore.
Alright, they're doing fine. I don't think they really learned how to do the stake sections, some of the stake sections, which is okay, you can just bomb them in mob anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They're gonna probably bomb the middle ferry here. I expect this to, yeah, the density is getting a bit too high, so they'll kill that ferry and then they'll work on the middle one. Yep, very well.
Hyper cheese.
If you... okay, the bomb there is fine, but if you want to like preserve maximum power into the IR fight, then this is one section where you can try to dodge, but... they're getting overwhelmed. Doesn't Reimu A have to double bomb a few times since the bomb is weak? No, the bombs only... Okay, well, you are correct that during the bomb, Reimu A will do less damage because you're landing weaker shots on the boss. But if you... the bomb itself will do the same damage if it's the same character. So... unless it's a very significant amount of health difference, then the bomb should be able to skip the pattern regardless. Like that. Alright, let's see how the Storm Day works out. That's probably a bomb. Yeah, there we go.
It's a hard spell, man.
They're not gonna have any bombs for PWG then, which means a death. Assuming they cap the third non, which... it's not a difficult non, but for a 1cc at 0 power... yeah, there we go.
Vine boom.
One more bomb, so two bombs for PWG. They're gonna die to IR's final then, I expect. This pattern can easily eat up 2 bombs on the 1cc. But it looks like they're safe. Oh, okay, 1 bomb. I think they can get away with that. Very nice.
Final pattern, somehow harder than PWG through unknown circumstances.
If you're not familiar with, if you're not exactly sure of how to dodge this pattern, it can be very nerve-wracking. They're doing fine.
Never mind.
I didn't say anything. Why did bomb? The iframes would have been able to... the iframes and Reimu B's damage at 3 power would have been enough to, like, kill that off, so I don't know why they bombed there. That was pretty much just a waste of power. They have the 15 million extend, there we go. And then one more extend from Sana and mid boss, so 5 lives left for the rest of the game. It's okay. Yeah, and it looks like they did actually learn how to do stage 5 somewhat, so this should be fine. Yep, this is good. They're doing this stage better than the last one. Hello, Vince.
Oh, hi, Ens.
Alright. Yeah, they actually looks like they routed this stage, which is always good to see, but ah! Okay, not that part.
Famous last words.
Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing in stage 5, even though most of it is just aimed and like static patterns, you can very easily get overwhelmed by the odd angles that the stuff aims at you from. And then obviously you can get walled like they did at the end there, but that's fine. One up here.
You should always die to the mid spell because you get your life back.
No, don't. This isn't TRS. I don't know why. Sorry, opened a channel in the TRC server,
Oh,
Discord
yeah.
server, where he's asking people to give terrible Touhou advice that is technically still true. Alright. 2 power into Sana is a little iffy. Definitely gonna die at least once during this fight, but hopefully not more than that. They know what to do on the opener. Oh, nice macro. What is it with that non-walling people so frequently on TRS?
There were gaps, but like... I feel like
yeah.
he was more hesitant and less walled there, but it was not a nice wave nonetheless. Oh,
A bit close for comfort, not the gap I would have picked. It's fine. It's fine. Do they know how to do daytime? Oh no, it's not daytime stars, Moses Miracle. I don't know if you guys saw, but last TRS that I did, someone... yikes. Last TRS that I did, I clipped a moment from it where someone got horribly walled on this spell. It's looking like a repeat if they didn't bomb that.
Oh, I get it now. The spell is called Moses Miracle because the lasers, they form like a lake, but there's a gap in the middle of it, and Moses made a gap in the
Yes.
lake.
Yes, the spell name on lower difficulties is the Data Sea Split, which is, you know, exactly what's told in the biblical tale. Alright, the final should be easy enough. I don't know if they know how to do it. Hopefully they do. Then they can preserve 4 lives in the stage 6, which, yeah, for a 1cc it's okay, I suppose. Okay, it's still gonna be a clear.
it's fine.
0
It gives like 5 million power.
0 power. I mean, the range doesn't make much of a difference at 0 against 5 power for Rainbow P, but...
It's about the damage.
Alright, they know how to do this. Good. They're moving a bit fast.
It's fine.
It's fine,
It's
it's
good
fine.
enough speed.
Alright, they know to do that. Just be killed that. Can they get the power? Ah, they missed it.
Oh, that hurts.
You know, it worked out at the end.
I mean, they bombed. Oh no, they're moving too fast! Why are they doing this?
You know, those small bullets aligned in just the right way for that to work out.
Yeah.
If he got worse RNG was slightly, that would have been a death for sure, but... Alright. Absolute gorilla dodging and made it to Kanako somehow.
He should be around here somewhere.
Just take some time to calm your nerves. Yeah, understandable. 1cc pace to stage 6 is generally a rare thing.
Why are you dodging this?
They capped it. What the
Shoot,
fuck?
okay.
What the fuck? That's not really a pattern I expect a 1cc to cap, but whatever. You do you. Are they gonna get walled on Bakura? Oh, close
No.
it. Oh.
Book dread.
Alright, they know what they're doing on this non. Last PRS I saw somebody do a stupid strat where they moved across the whole screen.
Sounds like me.
Ah!
Okay, good bomb.
Yeah. Nice. Third non will probably be a bomb as well, I don't expect them. Maybe they can dodge this. Nah,
No.
good bomb. Yamato Taurus should also be a bomb under usual circumstances, unless you're really confident in dodging this. Yep. Nice. Alright, we have 4 lives for the rest of the Kaneko fight. This is easily a 1cc. Unless they fuck up and die twice on Source for no reason.
Hey look, it's the see you next year non-spell. Oh my god.
That
Good bomb,
sucks.
TBH. Oops.
That sucks, but understandable, I guess. It's bubbles. Getting clipped by a bubble is just a mood. Alright, come on. Don't die to Sauce, please. Oh, well. No, wrong way, what the fuck, no? It's okay,
Sure.
it's okay.
It's okay, 3 power for Dvovg. This is
3
good.
power and 3 lives, this is more than enough. I think if you even do like slight amounts of dodging, you will time this spell out easily. Even if you bomb too much. Like, you will time this safely. You just have so much resources to work with. Yeah, nice death bomb. Alright. Wow, nice dodge. This is... wow. Nice micro. Ah! It's alright. They're making some awfully confident dodges. But yeah, this is more than enough resources left. Die here and I think just the invincibility frames will be enough. Or you can just cap the rest of the spell.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. GG. That's oh, you forgot to see your run. That's alright. You can watch the VOD back. Which should be available even right now actually, but yeah, GG. Very, very nicely done. For a Morph 1cc, you definitely used your bombs well. There were a few plan bombs that we could tell. Which, yeah, very nicely done. And the dodging is, I mean, the dodging of your WG was surprisingly good. And the cap on the first node, like, what the hell? There are VODs, past broadcasts will be available in video form as the stream progresses. You can just click on the Touhou Replay Showcase channel icon, and that should, and then click on, well, actually it will just show up under recent broadcasts. It might take a little while for Twitch to process the video, but it will be definitely available after the stream is over.
Yeah, that's
So you can go back.
Yeah, that's the thing about Twitch's player. It's kind of weird. There's no rewind option on the live player, but the VOD is available for an ongoing stream.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't just implement like a rewind feature like YouTube and like other streaming sites, but the VOD is there quickly enough. Yes, bomb spam is the norm for more fun CCs on pretty much every difficulty, every shot type. You never want to not bomb. It's just such a bomb generous game. Alright, what's our next run? USD
Touhou
extra?
6. Yeah.
I remember to share the screen.
Yeah, I just have to figure out which Touhou 6 I'm running. Because I have two of them.
Why?
Experiments.
Alright.
Fair enough.
I take it that I take it that you joined here because you saw Sonic Omens being played in that other call.
No, not really. I just had dinner and then I spoke CRS, so like, yeah, let's do it.
Alright. Yeah, fair.
Well, I just have to reselect the chat window. No, this is the one time where I will restart the replay to resync the music, but only because we're at the very start.
So true. No, the item.
Yeah. It's alright. Wait, what run coming from this again? One second. Not the best player, but I've only been playing for a week. I have no idea where I've put this run out. For a week? Alright, clearing EOSD extra in your first week of Touhou is not typical, I'd say.
I mean, that means that you have 1 CC normal or higher, so that extra is unlocked, and then you just immediately beat extra.
Right, look, this does not look like the first week of Touhou play for unless like they've already had previous experience with bullet hells. The power cancel is very good, like mechanic awareness in general. Nice watching.
Yeah, other bullet hells exist. Like
Marissa 8 is a good pick for this extra, I'd say. Very high damage, which helps with Flandre a lot.
I mean, you can be in your first week of playing a game and have already watched a bunch of videos of it.
Yeah, true, yeah. But just getting the movement to a comfortable level is something that can take a pretty long time for most players, I'd say.
Hey,
Like,
look, Silent Celine. Hey, look, Royal Flare!
I hope Silent Celine's development is still going well.
It is. We just added TD support.
Nice. For those of you who don't know, Royal Flare used to be a replay uploading site and leaderboard for Touhou games and other games as well. It was shut down due to some drama happening involving pretty much just harassment, honestly. There is a replacement being developed by some members of the Western community, Silent Celine. And that should be out in, if you stick around for like a year or so, I guess.
I mean, I hope to get it up by TWC 2023, because that's when it will be the best time to advertise it.
Yeah, but it's not always going to be guaranteed, I'm sure. Things can go wrong in development at the last minute. Anyway, EOSD Extra is one of the extra stages that's the stingiest on resources. You only get 4 lives to work with. There's no score excellence in this stage, and there's only 2 1-up drops for the whole stage.
So was that a 1-up being collected just now?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh.
Look at these amazing non-spells.
Flandre non-spells are the most generic, stupid shit. I don't know why they're like that, but eh. You can't always make bank on non-spells, I guess. But yeah, Marisa A is a very high damage shot type. Barring the Reimu B shotgun, it is the highest damage in the game. And you can very quickly kill off patterns with it. Even like no matter if they're non-source or spell cards. So it's a good pick for a boss-heavy stage like the extra stage is. Obviously, the struggle is that it has no range, but that's not really relevant, and you can always just learn the stages. Alright, 4 of a kind. If you just speed kill this spell, it should be fine, but sometimes the real Flandre will like to hide behind a copy, so you're forced to like do damage to the copies to try to get to her, and then that can extend the spell.
Homing Reimu is a meme on that kind of spell.
Oh yeah, homing Reimu is a meme in this extra stage in general. The homing will track things that are not even really enemies, like the familiars on Cranberry Crab, so half your shots don't hit.
Yeah, modern games definitely, they have flags that the enemies can set so that homing bullets won't target them. Not sure if this game has it.
I'm not sure, because the homing in this game likes to go to some pretty stupid places.
Homing
But
syndrome.
hey,
Instead of brain, there is homing. Also F.
Yeah, Maze of Love is a bit tough. But yeah, I at least Touhou homing isn't so stupid that it starts facing particle effects or whatever.
Oh no.
Which I know it can do that in some other shmups.
Yeah, funny entity system.
Alright, Starboard Break has a safe spot that you can use in the top left corner, or the top right corner, but
You can never kill. You can never capture the spell from that corner, even
Yep,
with homing
not
Reimu,
even
because
with
the homing bullets are too weak.
you're doing very well. The main difficulty of the Flandre fight is more so that a lot of the patterns of spell cards are blind killers, but once you learn how to do them, you should be able to get through them without too much problems.
Interesting bomb.
Actually very well timed for what it is.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oi, oi, oi.
Okay, now I see why you bombed it. Oh, not again.
Never mind. I hope that they routed that. Alright, do a restream here. Nice. One more. Is this really the first week of Touhou for them? I don't expect a new player to be able to pick up restreaming in 1 week.
Yeah, but I would expect a shmup player who already played other shmups that have restreaming to know about restreaming.
Hey, look, that's what I did as well.
Alright. Good power. I mean, the power cancel's useless here, but.
They got extra score SMH.
And then there will be none.
Question
This
mark?
first phase is kind of just weird because usually you can just do whatever and it'll still be fine, but.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Alright, that's quite a messy wall to leave yourself.
They're fine.
Are they going to know how to do the damage strat on QED, where you go up to the middle at the end of the survival? Because if they do that, then I'm really not that convinced that this is their first ever week of shmups. Well, I'm already not convinced, honestly.
That was a very good center bomb.
It looks like they're trying to go to the middle. Alright, well, they definitely know some stuff about this game then. So, at the beginning of QED, before the spell declares, you can actually start damaging the health bar, and before a spell, when the spell card is declared, the health bar will take less damage, about 7 times less damage. So, before the spell declares, you're able to do 7 times more damage to it than you would usually be able to. So, with a high damage shot type like Mercer A, or more notably with Rainbow B Shotgun, you'll be... oh, yikes.
You know, there's
Well,
some
GG, but...
there's some instances where that can be abused to skip an entire boss.
Yep.
Which is actually the next game I'm about to show.
USD isn't the only game where this happens. Well, like where this blatantly happens, because it did reappear in his surface at before Nemono's final for whatever reason.
You can also damage. I'm not sure if it works on Chan, but Rand's second mid spell, you can also damage it before it declares, but I don't think it takes more damage.
Not sure about that.
You can still deplete the health bar before Rand declares this spell. Then you have above spell practice on Kotaka extra.
Oh, you just killed the entire thing before I guess it declared.
Spell? What spell?
Highest view clip on TLC, not TLC. Highest view clip on TRS, by the way.
Unbelievable play.
Wait, it skips as usual. Okay.
Show the screen share.
Yes, that too.
Alright.
Oh my god, my game.
So this is a standard low KLNV.
Run comments just say the mysterious Shrine Maiden flying through space. Alright.
Just remind me that there is something in stage 5.
Alright. So, low K LMB, obviously, easiest of Reimu. The homing helps on stage section significantly, and the smaller hitbox helps in general in this whole game, honestly.
Also on Junko, more of the needles hit the boss, which makes it do quite a bit of damage actually.
Mid bosses as well.
But low K is definitely a game where the patterns are really difficult, so... let's see how they do. The difficulty picks up even in just stage 2 alone. Ringo's final, Lunatic September, is an infamous pattern. Really dense, very stupid sometimes.
Interesting gap choices, by the way.
Yeah, it works for them. It's just Boab after all. Ah!
Oh my
Not
god,
anymore.
working.
That's alright.
Out of
Despite the patterns being so difficult, Low K is also a game that gives you a lot of lives.
out of all the deaths, that certainly was one of them.
So true.
Wait, am I supposed to show this?
Not really, but it's whatever. Death on that is...
Now what
Wait.
See,
They kept it, what the fuck?
classic LMB moment.
What was
We
that?
actually want a bit more of... You know what, can we see the Dorminons?
No, not R. Dang it.
What the fuck? What? No, I also meant the end boss nonce, not really the mid boss. That one's not that relevant, but yeah.
Alright,
That's
then I'm just
alright.
gonna skip it again. But yeah, I am gonna show
But
the
yeah,
Dorminons.
that was a bit weird, but weirdness like that can happen, and you can get away with them in log case specifically.
Yeah, you get like 20 lives.
Alright, first non is the really infamous one because it's glitched on the second wave.
You picked the...
Yikes.
Did Zune fix? Did
That
Zune
was the
fix
correct
that?
cap too. You should have looked at it as a mage.
I don't think Zun ever fixed this.
No. Don't fix other things in this game, but not that.
I think in general Zun does
Okay.
seem to have this approach where he doesn't want to touch a pattern after the release of a game, because that can like really significantly alter the achievements, like the merit of an achievement, which can happen.
Ah.
I thought it was
Yikes.
more about replays.
The replays will desync if you fix some stuff anyway. Like the replays between versions of Touhou will always usually always desync. But more so, it's such that if a pattern significantly changes between versions, then it can be a bit like iffy on whether or not a 1cc is like worth as much as another or whatever. And I think that kind of stuff is one of the reasons why he wants to avoid doing that in general. I mean, it could also just be laziness. Who knows?
Oh wow, they know how to do chapter 2. I'm impressed.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we skipped stage 4 as well. At least until
Yeah,
the
it's
boss.
generally very boring because it's mostly just aim stuff, including the lasers here, which is literally tap streaming. Alright, Sagame. Generally not a... Once you learn it, of course, it's generally not too tough of a boss, but sometimes if you're not very careful with killing these orbs on the non-spells, some of them will fire off at a very awkward angle for you.
You were a little bit bad there, but you got away with it.
That's
Okay.
alright. I've watched the third non in particular just completely wall someone in because they like barely didn't kill one of the orbs. Rarely happens, but when it does, it's always unfortunate. But the rest of the spell cards are just sort of patterned. You can just learn them. Very nice. And this spell is safe spotted.
Let's go getting the piece.
Getting the one
Good.
piece.
And the one-winged white heron looks like a terrifying pattern, but it's actually not that difficult at this level, at least, to read the lasers and their gaps. It's quite consistent, honestly.
Yeah, just keep the pick the slightly angled gap so you don't get surprised by the last laser.
Yeah.
Like this.
See what I mean?
Perfect
You should have picked the other
demonstration.
gap.
Anyways, I remember that there is something in stage 5.
I mean, we're not gonna skip the rest of the game anyway. This
Yeah.
is where it gets interesting.
You
Maybe
should
not so much
get
as
core
Reimu.
power.
But like,
Reimu has a giant advantage on this stage. I mean, this is self-explanatory.
but like, I didn't pre-watch the replay, but there is something besides the replay in stage 5.
Alright.
Did you put something in? I guess that's a yes.
No.
That's a yes. No, yeah, Reimu has a giant advantage on the stage section due to the homing being able to hit and kill off both streams of enemies from both sides of the screens before they get to fire off really anything. So that section earlier would have been a streaming section for the characters, Maybe not Sanai.
Technically, Sana's shot
is
is
fine.
wide enough for that as well. And Raisin has a pretty wide unfocused shot, but it's Marissa.
Definitely.
Raisin's spread
Something
doesn't really
real
help.
interesting is going on. Hey, fairies, let's crank up that speed. It's Morbin time!
Fucking hell.
My god.
Funny thing, right after saying that, it's just a fucking tab streaming section. Like, what?
I mean, did you want this section to be random? Please don't do this. Just sit in the middle. Please don't do this.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, that's very risky. I mean, I do this because I don't know any better, but...
Why did I expect this?
You know, the meme is kinda dead, except for a few places.
Oh god, doing this legit, Never mind. That's
Nope.
fine.
Nah, they're not doing it legit. I mean, this is a legit way anyway.
I mean, it's just a strat, a safer strat.
Out of all the
I
strategies,
remember...
Nice. Hey, look, it's the section that's complete hell with Raisin and Marissa.
But it's completely free because homing Lamau.
It makes me so mad.
Yeah, Raisin does have a good spread, but only on a technical level because the bullet spread is random with her shot, and
It's
most
not
of
even
it is
strong enough. So the
yeah,
fairies
it's not very
like-
strong, and also the spread is not exactly very focused on the sides either.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as using Marissa at that point. It's not that good.
Yeah.
You are better off
Even
using Marissa for this stage.
Less
than Raisin.
reliable than Ursa, I would say, because the lasers are at least a consistent high damage.
Your main shot is still good enough to kill them if they even manage to get to your main shot with Raisin. It's not that weak, but... what are you doing?
Yeah, that retreat was way too late! Oh no!
Yeah! Also, homing likes to betray you on this section sometimes.
Yeah. That's alright. 7 lives in the clown pieces, so very good, very good. Let's see how they do on clown piece though. Oh, well, she's not moving down yet.
I mean, even if she moves down, it's not that big of a deal on this non. Why did you do that?
To prefer for it not to do that, but that's alright. First spell should be static, so they should be able to do it just fine. But second non is very stupid if it moves down, and then we'll see.
Oh yeah, because he died, he will be at 3 power on third non as well. Lol.
Fuck. Alright, let's see. Found piece be nice. Nice.
Wow.
Wow!
Wow!
Alright.
Wow.
Still really high on the screen. Okay, maybe not so much
That's
anymore.
good. Wow. Wait. Oh no. F.
Ah, what a waste. Okay, that's really far left. It's fine.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, this
Okay,
thing
this-
takes like ages with Raymo.
Yeah. The star energy is not being nice either. But this is
Really? I
alright.
thought it was fine.
It could be nicer.
Well, there's always something nicer, yeah, I guess.
I don't know,
Please don't
generally my attempts on that look a lot neater than that, but... Alright, third non.
Please don't get me.
Yeah, please don't die here.
Oh no!
We should stop
It's
talking.
okay, it's
No
okay,
way.
You have my alive.
I mean, the rest of the county slice should be mostly easy. So...
Mostly.
It's okay.
Martha was at the survival now, by the way.
Oh, what the fuck? Eesh!
Fine.
They almost got hit by a fireball. What do you mean that's fine?
That is fine.
Alright, it's okay.
Up. Still 3
Fuck.
power.
What is the... it's alright. Stripe the Bit should be a free pattern, I think.
Hey, one of my LMBs died to this pattern twice. You know what else is very fun on this? Getting 200 grades with Rainbow.
Yeah. It's also
This is
taking a
taking a while.
long fucking time because they're not really doing much damage. Only 3 seconds. Alright. Survival is not too tough, so this should be a 6th life entry in the stage 6. Assuming 1 death to rain, there's still enough chapters in stage 6 to recover, so 7 lives in the Junko, something like that. And then maybe 1 more life during the Junko fight, maybe 2. Yeah, this
I
is...
don't think they can get 7 lives into Junko because it's kind of annoying to graze the chapters with Rainbow.
Oh yeah,
in
that's
stage
right.
6.
Yeah.
If it was any
Maybe
other
not
chapter,
then.
then yes.
But they'll get the life piece from that aim chapter and then rain. Oh wait, no, that's not enough.
They won't get it from the aim chapter, but they will get it from rain for sure. They can get 3 more lives in Junko, 9 lives. Oh my god, just like a cat.
Alright, well, that's they're not getting the life piece there
I
then.
got a cat right in front of me.
Rainbow's
Nice.
Grace Box is the smallest of all 4 characters, so it really can't be helped. Wait, why is the music desynced?
He accelerated
Oh,
the
fast
replay.
forward. Alright. Alright, this is
Wow,
going to be a
restream.
restream. How? Yeah, an early restream is actually a good idea, I'd say nowadays. Not like that. But
Yeah. I still don't restream rain, and it works just fine, honestly.
just depends on what you're comfortable with, honestly. Ah!
Oh my god!
You had no space left.
If that lasted
Alright.
a second longer, oh my god.
Alright, get your power back. Yeah, good idea.
Please POC.
No, they don't want to get hit by a spirit Gorak trying to fog.
Wow, you ruined my plans. Are you gonna save spot?
Huh?
I mean, if you're gonna save spot it, at least graze the ring.
What the?
Bruh.
Why? What's the point of that?
That's not even worth it if you don't graze the ring.
Whatever.
Oh well.
Flop. Free pattern. Free life
Before it
piece.
dies.
And before dies. It's really hard to die to plop with Rainbow, honestly. You really have to derp on the red wave, I'd say.
I think I have died to this.
I'm sure I
But then
did.
again, I died to everything else.
Alright, second on. This one's about being at the right... judging the right angle and picking the right position to be in.
You
but
are a
still-
bit low for this.
This is a really low, yeah. If it works, I guess. I guess they're just used to reading this gap like that.
Yeah, I guess. but wow.
Um,
That was really close.
Alright, I think they calculated the speed kill, hopefully. Alright, good
Middle or
release.
side?
Middle, nice. Oh, no.
Oh,
That's risky! That's why you do that in the
Yeah.
middle!
Yeah, if she's in middle, do it in middle.
Oh god, what is this? They don't really know how to do lilies, I'd say.
That was fine though. Well, I mean, they didn't read the big.
Yeah, the
window
random
about that.
spam was very bad. The misdirecting on the single lilies is fine, but the both 5 ways was fucked up.
Hello, innocence. I hate this nom, by the way.
Oh yeah, what the fuck is this non? Alright, MDSW, awful RNG pattern.
That's fine. Please read
Usually
it
it's-
properly though.
Fine. That's fine.
That's most definitely not what I would have done. Please go left.
Alright,
Not like
that's
that,
fine.
but sure. Okay, that was.
Okay. One more wave.
Whenever I watch people doing this, they are always so slow at going and dodging the bullets for some reason. I don't understand why.
Being able to predict the path of the fireballs is admittedly kind of tricky.
Yeah, that's true, but why would you still wait for like 6 seconds
Bullets
and
to wall into you.
yeah, like
Yeah.
let half of them move and like make it even harder.
Ah! Yeah, that can happen. Jump room non is quite nasty sometimes.
I will say this now about that one. It's more about reading and not about dodging for that one spell.
Yeah.
Hey, look
Alright,
at the
yes, that's
stealth
mean.
in ETM. Meow. Why is it still alive? Okay.
Oh, nice,
That's
nice. The
almost
cat
40
managed to actually
seconds.
meow into the microphone.
Nice.
Alright, Pristine
Okay.
Lunacy, let's see if they can do this. Alright,
Do
nice
you know
wave.
how to read this? Let's see.
Nice wave. Alright, he's being decent so far.
You have to move. Oh my. Why?
Alright, that's a cap. Unless... Okay.
Almost died.
Almost got clipped.
There are a few reading strats for Pristine Lunacy, yes.
Yes, the way the curvy lasers unfold is always like the same, so it's pretty much about judging the angle of how the curvy lasers are coming down and how they will return once they loop back into the middle and go back out again. So you can read very far ahead.
Nice!
Best of this?
Oh
Oh.
my god.
3
Okay,
power PDH.
That's okay, they will cap it. Trust me.
0 of 8.
Hey look, it's my history.
Alright, PDH's first two phases are really nothing, but they take a really long time. Alright, let's see. Oh my god. Whoa.
That was unnecessary as hell, but sure.
They're actually doing it?
Yes,
the
he
fuck?
told you that you would cap.
Ah!
Oh my god!
I shouldn't have.
That's alright. People is tough, it's alright.
You still did very well on the first half.
GG. 2 lives left, that's, yeah, very nice LMV. I mean, there's a lot of just meme devs everywhere, but well executed enough for sure.
I mean, it's better than my 7 Miss Junko for sure.
Oh, Nexus Pod. Better get that window open. And show it.
Oh, we need to sync the video then. Oh,
No.
something.
Actually, maybe.
You wanna stream your browser?
Yeah, and I think I'll stream my browser.
That's alright then. Okay.
I just need to copy in the run information.
I'll read the run info in the meantime then. Uh, they say skip nothing. How long is the video?
Half an
29
hour.
doing that. I'd say skip to around, I don't know, 5. That's when things can start getting tricky.
Oh my god,
Uh,
it's Clank.
The run comments just say least scuff PODD run.
No.
Okay, stage 1. Okay, I just hovered over stage 3.
If the
Let's
background changes, it should be a different stage, I think. Yeah, stage.
which stage is this one? This is 4.
One more. Oh god, we're still in this for 20 minutes or something. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so Pod is a infamously difficult survival game. Generally considered the hardest on CC of all the Touhou games. Very, very fast random dodging. Kind of unusual for Touhou standards, I'd say. And the thing that really sets us apart from POFV, which is Touhou 9, is that you can't cancel bullets by using a level 2 in this game. You have to dodge the patterns, or you have to figure out, I say, you have to hope that the enemy waves are nice and allow you to cancel a part of the enemy bullets using the cancels that you get from killing enemies. But oh my god, this is a lot of hits early. This is kind of an awful round 5, but back when Chris, when he was doing Pod LNN, I watched a lot of sessions with him and I picked up a few things from him. One of the things is that this boss is kind of awful. Take note of the exploding bombs that are being sent over the screen. You will only explode them once you're within a specific range of them, and sometimes that means that they'll explode really low on the screen, which can complicate things when the enemy boss is attacking. That big bomb right there, that shoots like an actually fairly tough pattern that you have to dodge as well. The small bombs, they're okay, but yeah, the big bombs are a big problem. As for how survival works in this game, how survival goes, you just need to survive for long enough, and then the AI will eventually kill itself. The AI in this game has a timer, like in POFV, it has a timer where it pretty much won't get hit unless it gets walled completely. And then afterwards, it'll willingly start taking hits. So once it starts taking hits, it'll die pretty quickly afterwards, so you just need to survive until slightly after the timer finishes, and then you'll clear the stage just fine. With Yumemi, you have the advantage of this level 1. That level 1, if you land it on the boss, it'll destroy it. It deals a ridiculous amount of damage, and it'll pretty much kill the boss if you manage to land a hit. The problem is that the projectile of the level 1 is really slow and can be blocked by both enemies and some EX attacks. This is one of them. Ellen stage 6 is very rough. Ellen's one of the toughest bosses in this game.
What the hell?
Yeah, Ellen's patterns are actual bullshit, and her EX attacks are obnoxious to deal with because they rotate around the screen like that. So yeah, the later you face an enemy, obviously the tougher it's going to be because the AI will be more. Well, I guess the rank will be higher, so so you'll be dealing with harder patterns, and also it'll last longer in the round. So Ellen is one of the enemies that you really do not want to face in stage 6. 7, 8, and 9 are preset for every character, but there is a random pool of characters of which some of them, sometimes it's depending on like the individual player on like which one they want to face, which one they don't want to face. But yeah, Ellen is definitely one of the ones that you do not want to face late. It can be a very rough boss. Another thing that sets us apart from POFV is that you have bombs. You have 2 bombs that you can use, so does the AI. And when you use the bomb, it'll clear out the screen, obviously like a regular bomb. Can also be used to kill bosses off. Very fast kill there. But once you run out of bombs, you can charge a level 4 and use a hyper instead of... Wait, no, I don't think you have to charge it, sorry. You can use a hyper instead of bombing if you have a full gauge, and that will grant you invincibility and a buff shot during the duration of the hyper. So that can be another last-ditch survival attempt. The boss, if you get them to use both of their bombs, they will actually start using hypers, which is not actually that good for you. But that's where one of Yumemi's traits comes in. So Yumemi's... I'm sure most of you are aware that Yumemi is like the hardest Touhou boss of all time. And that is in no small part due to the fact that she spawns these crosses. The cross attacks, humanly you might be able to predict and dodge them. The AI is not really able to do that. So what ends up happening is that the AI will end up getting hit by these crosses unintentionally. You can actually hit the AI even before their timer runs out because of these crosses. So that is one of the biggest advantages that Yumemi has as a survival shot. She's able to end the rounds a lot faster than you're supposed to be able to. Most notably, you can actually kill off... you can actually reasonably, reliably kill off the round 9 boss, the final boss, on the first round with Yumemi if you dodge well enough. But the cross-spawning is either random from EX attacks, which you can only send by destroying the spirits, the fire enemies that show up on screen, or you have to send a boss attack over to your opponent and hope that they use the correct attack. The boss attacks that the enemies use is random, and there's basically just like one of them that you really want them to use. If you know how Aki can break the AI in POFV, it's pretty much the same thing. With Aki, the AI is not able to really read the aimed laser that it can fire off. Okay, well, I think the timer ran out. With Aki, the AI can't read the laser, and so it can just stand in the path of the laser and then get hit by it when it activates. That is pretty much the same-ish principle for the crosses here. But another thing about this game is that what the boss does when you summon it to the other side of the screen, or what the enemy boss does to you when they summon it to yours, is random. So there are some attacks which are humanly stupid to dodge. For Yumemi, we saw earlier there was a cloud attack that Yumemi used really low on the screen and just spammed a bunch of random bullets everywhere super fast. That one's stupid to dodge humanly. We're going to see some of them here as well with Chiri. Chiri's EX attack is this laser that will fire off at a diagonal angle but spawns in very quickly. So this can sometimes wall you in. But you also saw earlier that the Chiri boss that the AI sent over did pretty much nothing and just wandered off screen immediately. That's also something they can do. Whether or not it wanders off screen is also random. Yeah, it does appear to be no death so far. And yeah, this is the problem. Chiri is level 2 and level 3 sends over aimed bullets, aimed lanes at you that pretty much force you to constantly stream in one direction. But if you're being walled in by lasers, then you don't necessarily have the space to stream that. So sometimes Chiri will just wall you and there's very little you can do about it. You can, because it's just a 1cc and not like an LNN, you can bomb to get out of it. But it can still be a very difficult situation regardless. Now, there is a saving grace, which is that Shiri's... Oh dear. Shiri's boss patterns are generally not too threatening. Most of the bullets it comprises mostly of the white pellet bullets, which can be cancelled by killing enemies. So if you make sure that you kill the enemies when they're over the boss, then you cancel off most of the bullets of the attack. And there's not really anything blocking you in enemies level 1 other than the enemies themselves, so you can also kill off the bosses fairly quickly here. Alright, second bomb's used now, and that's a hyper. Yeah, so we're seeing the hyper right now. You can see the gauge at the bottom is flashing, draining, and then you can see your enemy's got a hugely buff shot. But once it drains back down to level 1, then it runs out. And in order to use another one, you have to go back to full gauge. There is pretty much no reason not to use the hypers in the 1cc. I'd say generally I don't think there's much use for using level 2 or level 3s in the 1cc either.
Ooh!
Yikes. Oh yes, okay, so that can happen. So what you saw earlier was that your enemy's level 1 hit a bunch of fireballs, and those fireballs were sent over to the other side of the screen, where they then get cancelled back, and that sent a lot of EX attacks, which are the lasers. So whenever that happens, that's the highest risk you have of getting walled. Sometimes these trains of fireballs will come down, and for scoring you want to hit them, but for survival purposes it's not such a good idea. But there's a fairly long hyper here, but the AI is using the hyper, so we're back to square one. Yes, the Yumemi mirror match is the final level of the game. Final Yikes. F. That's unfortunate. But obviously after you die, just like in POFV, the round timer will go down, so subsequent rounds will not last as long, so you can expect to be able to kill off the enemies. You can expect to be able to finish off the opponent in a faster duration, and hopefully easier as well. The rank of the attacks will start at a higher level after a death, but the shorter timer makes a big difference in survival. Oh, yikes. That's a rough hit. Yeah, this game can be very unforgiving in just the fact that you have to dodge everything, and some of the patterns are frankly quite stupid to dodge.
Dodging bullets? What a dumb idea.
But yeah, I'm sure if you've been watching the right side of the screen, I'm sure you've been acutely aware of the fact that the AI just kind of dodges whatever it wants to. It will only really get hit if it's something that it can't see ahead of time, like the crosses, or if the timer runs out and it's just willingly to getting hit. So if it's like a dense spam of random shit, most of the time you'll be able to dodge it just fine.
You see that?
Yep.
It just goes right through.
And it's didn't get hit by those crosses somehow by by abusing just some stupid hitboxes as well.
Balance.
Oh, but now it got hit. Alright, the AI should be dead soon. But yeah, I'm sure you've...
Ow! Okay.
Alright, that was pretty lucky. I don't think the AI really wanted to get hit there, but it got walled in by the crosses and the enemies coming down at it.
Yumemi versus Black
Alright,
Yumemi.
here we go. Yep, Yumemi Mirror. So, well, we're going to see how Yumemi's bullshit can be applied against herself now. But I wanted to mention that Chiri earlier. In the hands of the AI, she can be a very terrifying opponent. In the hands of a player, she is unfortunately a glitch character in that after you use a level 1, you can't bomb for a short duration of time. So she's actually quite bad for 1cc. A very rough 1cc at that. It's not just that, of course. Her movement speed is really high, so if you're not used to that, it can be difficult to control her. Yeah,
my
Chiri
God,
is the worst 1cc in this game. Yeah, So, I already mentioned earlier, this boss, the round 9, round 1, not round 9, what's this? Stage 9, round 1 boss has no timer. It will dodge indefinitely for as long as it can. It will only get hit if it randomly gets walled, which is rare, unless you're playing something like Yumemi. Oh, that's a string of fireballs! Yikes.
Oh god.
But it did hit the AI as well, so it's not all a loss. Oh, first to use a bomb there.
Oh god.
Oh god, what the fuck? The boss didn't die. Yikes! Yeah, that cloud of bullshit is kind of undodgeable. Thankfully, from round 2 onwards, it will start having a timer for once. So, with 2 lives remaining, this should be easy enough on CC. But yeah, that style was rough. But yeah, this game, if you want to do a 1cc of it, you have to learn the dodge mode of this stuff, and it's just like, what the fuck? All this, oh, yeah, I forgot to mention the crosses block bullets as well. If they weren't bullshit enough already. Alright, hyper here is, fair. String of fireballs gets sent over and doesn't get reflected, thankfully, and the AI is forced to bomb that because they got walled by the crosses. AI is using another bomb for some reason, but that means that it can start using hypers if it doesn't exhaust its gauge like that. Slight saving grace is that the level 2 and level 3s of Yumemi is just aimed rings, so they're not too difficult to dodge if there's not too much interference on screen. Alright, there I go on. Oh,
Does not know about streaming. And doesn't need to.
It's definitely, if you enjoy this sort of gameplay, it can be a lot of fun, but it is not very Touhou-like for most people. Very, very different from your typical Touhou 1cc, and very different from POFV, that's for sure. POFV is most of the difficulty of the POFV 1cc is neutralized by the ability to cancel bullets around you with the level 2. That's not the case here, but very nicely done.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
GG.
though I do think that this game would make a bit more sense in PvP. Like, I would love to play this game against another player. Right, let's check like the rating or something. I think this is skill level. Anyways, GG. Good job. I'm gonna get the next replay pulled up. Uh, which would be the fan game, Mystical Power Plant.
Ah,
No, that's
yes,
no,
favorite
that's
game.
Seiho. That comes last.
Oh my
What
god,
the boss
Sarah and
did
Touhou.
expected for the AI, I don't remember what you were talking about, but if the timer ran out, then it can just get hit itself. Unless it was completely walled in, then it can get hit unintentionally as well. That's just a general rule of thumb.
Well, whatever that means.
Alright. MPP Aura is a very unusual little thing. So MPP is a Touhou fan game, structured very similarly to a regular Touhou game, but it has a Aura mode, sort of inspired by, I suppose, the uh, the DDP games. Um, Aura is not very well made in this game, honestly.
Is this
The
still
patterns
stage
are
1?
uh yes.
Yeah, I'm just skipping to stage 3.
Wait, no, show the bosses, show the bosses. They asked to show the bosses. But so the stages are more difficult, but the big change is that the bosses, instead of spawning regular Touhou health bars, they spawn this giant SDOJ health bar, and they only have one attack. But this one attack is generally either an original pattern like this one, or it will be a combination of attacks from the other boss patterns. That was done more for. Yeah, you can see how stupid this is. That approach was done more for RSS Overdrive, where a similar approach was done with the boss patterns. But MPP Aura is not a very well balanced game. There are some patterns which can be complete bullshit. We'll see some of them later. And the system does change somewhat in Aura mode. Usually, the bottom left corner you can see there a skill tree of sorts. You fill that up by collecting leaf items dropped by some enemies during the stages, and that fills up to level 5 usually, after which you overflow it, go back to level 0, and you get 1 life and bond piece. As you level up, you gain certain skills temporarily that will grant you, for this team in particular, it makes your death bomb window larger, it reduces your hitbox somewhat, and it gives you more iframes after you die. I don't remember what Avenger does, but in Aura you go up to level 7 instead of level 5, and you can gain 2 levels of Avenger on top of that. Oh, the stream died. Laters?
Yeah,
The Discord stream died.
that's the wrong
Yeah.
button.
Avenger gives Utsuho a longer death bomb timer. But yeah, the Aura mode is it just takes this weird approach to the existing game where it tries to make things more difficult. Sometimes not in a very well thought out way, mind you. And then the bosses are just like that. I remember distinctly when Dark Perma. What's his full name again? I always forget. Dark Permafrost. when he was going for LNN of this game, he got the Omote route, the usual route one, pretty after some struggle, but the Ura
Oh
one
no,
was,
it's the spell.
yeah, Ura was very painful for him because there was a lot of RNG dice rolls in the game.
Like this.
This is the one of the patterns that he had a lot of problems with. So you can see that they're just bombing through it. Fun.
I love gameplay.
Alright, you can skip to the stage 3 boss now. I guess the fast forward works as well, yeah.
Oh hey, look, it's the Funny Mantis Fairy.
But yeah, one of the side effects of having 7 levels instead of 5, conveniently means that you get less resources from the system. Now, mind you, most of the resources in NPP did not actually come from this overflowing skill gauge, because you only get 1 life and bomb piece every time you overflow it, which isn't very often. You do get 2 bomb pieces here for what it's worth, I guess. But most of your resources actually came from bosses. In a similar manner to how SA works, not dying on a boss pattern will give you a life piece, and not bombing on a boss pattern will give you a bomb piece, which is unique to this game. Guess
Well,
what?
not that
Yeah, what the fuck? With less stuff, with less patterns in the bosses, you also naturally get less resources.
Why are the enemies invisible?
That enemy is sort of the controller for this laser ring, and I don't know why it's invisible. This is, a very weird part of MPP, and generally not what a lot of people remember, because it's just, like James said, it doesn't feel very finished. It's very strange. Don't get me wrong, there are some creative patterns in here, and there are some bullets here that you don't see in the main game. In a general sense, the patterns here feel much more like the Donpachi patterns than the main game patterns, but it's not very well balanced.
Oh my god, TSS.
Oh, there we go. They capped a pattern. Because that one's actually not that difficult. And yes, the second half of every boss, every stage section, the background will be different from the main game. For what that's worth. I just have to wonder, like, exactly what they were thinking when they were making a mode like this.
Yes.
The sequel to this game, well, I don't know if sequel is the word, but the next game that this team made is Riverbed Soul Saver, and that game features an overdrive mode, which, like I said earlier, the boss patterns are a similar style to this, but instead of having like mostly original patterns, the overdrive spells are mostly just a remix of the previous boss spells,
Can I ask
and
what the
maybe
hell
like
this
one
is?
or two.
Oh, they get deleted, okay. I thought you had to dodge them.
That would be actual bullshit.
Okay.
But I mean, imagine dodging that. Yeah, that was a shit ton of items. This is a shit ton of items. Alright, one more spin. Oh, we could just bomb it. Yep, that's good. It drops a ton of items. If you kill the mid-boss too fast, the spam appears. Jesus.
Me when the
But as I was saying earlier, RSS Overdrive. That game's overdrive feels better balanced, I would say, a lot better. It does compensate for it by having you go through the extra and phantasm stages after stage 6. You also skip stage 3 for some reason in that. The phantasm boss, some of you may know, very infamously, the overdrive time for the phantasm boss is a 300-second survival. It's a Danmaku bound field pattern. It also pauses when you get hit and bomb.
bullets, please stop flashing, please.
They really like using flashing bullets. The flashing bullets do not stop after this game. Alright. Should be able to get at least one more extend for stage 6. But... yikes. Oh god, I forgot that was stage 4. Yes. They're fine. They're fine, they're fine, they're fine.
Okay, sure. That works.
I don't think there were flashing bullets in TLC, no. TLC is a lot more regular of a fan game. Ah.
This looks really speed kill.
That's
Oh my
this
god.
game in general, honestly. It's not just Aura. Even in main game, you do. Even in the water, you do want to speed kill a lot of stuff. Otherwise, they just overwhelms you.
Hey, look, it's Lennon, Kappa.
Yeah, this is.
What is
fun.
this?
This is fun. For those of you who are interested in seeing how to dodge some of these patterns, you might want to go watch Permafrost's LNN of this. I still cannot believe that he actually managed to do that.
He's very impressive.
Alright, this is Kodama. Kodama are tree spirits, I believe. The stage 5 boss is going to be the accumulation of them, forming an entity.
Wow, spoilers.
Alright, we're gonna see a different stage section than what would be usual here for Omote.
Hey, this looks cool. I'm gonna copy this on my next script.
Yes. They like using this sort of rotating enemies thing. They used it most recently in IBP Extra.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Are they gonna die?
The OG version of this is kind of stupid, yeah. Don't you love it when half the pattern doesn't fucking spawn because they're off screen?
Yeah. Yummy off-screen bullets.
Oh well,
Wow.
feeds you a lot of rare items, so we take them. Alright. So, this is An. And what an interesting pattern. When you look at stuff like this and you compare it to what we saw in early games, in stage 1 and stage 2, you really get a sense that they didn't balance this at all. Alright, stage 6 has a gimmick. If you don't move, you get pushed up on the screen. Also, these Yin Yang Orbs have a hurt box and they're not very small. But they also drop a shit ton of items, so if you bomb these, you get a ton of resources.
Moment.
Alright, hard mid boss. Funny gimmicks. That pattern changes if based on a shot type. Alright, final boss here, Magahara Mitama. Usually, this is a very long boss fight with a TLB pattern. The aura thing just kind of does this first, where you fight 3 Kodama instead, I don't know why. This pattern gets partially reused later in RSS as well.
What even is the point of this pattern?
I don't know.
Like, I'm sorry, but nothing happens.
We tried to
Oh, it
snipe
gets
you with a
denser.
random star, I guess.
Oh yeah, it does
Well,
get
it's getting
denser.
actually quite dense here, but... And then Mitama does this, an aim pattern. And then... It
How
despawns
difficult.
before we have to restream it. And then the real pattern begins.
Oh my god, half the
Where-
brain.
She spelled some bullshit, and then this. Which you may recognize because this was reused later in the TLB of Book of Star Mythology. It is a direct reference to
Yeah.
this.
This was really dumb. What the hell?
Yeah.
I would have died like 5 times.
Reimu is helping. I didn't talk about shot types at all this whole time, but pretty much there's one meta shot type, and that is Utsuho Reimu. Utsuho is a ridiculously powerful shotgun, and Reimu is just good forward focus.
Oh god, is this pattern? Oh wow, that's easy, okay.
We like cave patterns. We like giant master sparks. We like laser wheels.
What?
We like getting sniped by a laser. What the fuck?
What was that? What was that?
Interesting.
Why did the laser do that?
I don't know why I did that. But well, there we go.
How to get
That's the game.
scammed.
I've never seen it do that before. The laser just fucking hit you. What the hell? Oh well. Enough resources to clear, but yeah, the aura of this game is really not that good. has some interesting stuff, but if you're going to like play this game MPP, if you're going to want to remember anything from it, go watch the Omode version of it. It's much better. But yeah, like I said, Permafrost has an LNN of that and the Omote, so uh, they're very good watches if you have to if you want to see that game. Alright, our final run of the day is going to be a Seiho run. Unfortunately, I don't actually know anything about Seiho.
Yeah, I don't really know anything about Touhou either, but it's but it is a survival run.
I watched this video before. I can try to help, I guess.
This is an XNN. And we just show the whole thing. Are you kidding me? This is also 16 by 9 with black borders.
Aha moment.
Bro, please upload your 4x3 videos in actual 4x3.
Oh yeah, that's a speed kill.
Alright, in a sense, it's helping in chat. This extra stage is a boss rush of 7 characters, 6 of which being characters from previous games, and the last one being original to this game.
You know, this video has subtitles, but they're not really gonna fit on screen like that.
Oh Jesus Christ! You can't. Oh no, you can't.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Just dodge
Just
lol.
dodge lol.
Just dodge.
Yeah, you get a lot of forms on the extra.
That's nice.
Like I'm just gonna have to turn the subtitles off. You should have uploaded the video in actual 4x3.
Oh yeah, this pattern is kind of funny. Oh yeah, there's also rank. This also deals like 5 million damage when you're on focus or something. And another speed kill. A bunch of the game is like a bunch of fast patterns just coming at you, and you have to know how to do them, and once you know them, they're not really that bad. Yeah, the focus is not very good. Nice RNG there, wonderful. Really, this timing gets kind of stupid if you don't kill it fast. This is a duo fight. These bosses don't really cooperate with each other all that much, so you kind of have to pay attention to both of them. Yeah, see what I mean? Okay, good.
Alright.
That's well. Oh yeah, the enemies have no hitboxes. Well, I mean they do, but like they don't kill you.
I see. Oh, that's
You
nice.
cannot bomb.
It looks like
if
if you're
you're
able to
able to-
land the if you're able to land the shot, they actually do a shit ton of damage. Oh, I think the dialogue is broken. Locale problem.
Probably.
Yeah, this fight is stupid on high range. Was it the final pattern that was like question mark? The laser being like doing whatever they want or something. Yeah, it's this one I think. Or was it the
Okay.
previous one? Was it this one or the other one? I don't remember. I guess that one. Oh, this pattern. Oh yeah, this pattern.
What's the point of that pattern?
I guess moments are indeed funny. Oh yeah, this thing. Those green circles, you see them, you cancel them by shooting. And those get
I see.
bigger.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, it takes fun. They also get bigger with range. You can block your shots, literally. So like, they can really screw you over.
Oh, what's the hitbox of that explosion?
I have no idea. I think they're bigger than later look though. Oh yeah, this... These things shoot revenge bullets.
Oh jeez.
So yeah, it just turns this out.
That's fair.
Yeah, those arrowhead-like bullets. If you kill them, you get those. So you kind of have to shoot sometimes.
Oh yeah, because of the green stuff.
Are there like no timers in this game? Like no visible timers, I mean? Because I couldn't find any on the UI.
Yeah, I didn't see any either.
Oh, this boss. So some of the patterns on this boss, I'm not sure if it's all like starting from a certain pattern or something, but like your shot hits the edges, you get aimed bullets from that side.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's not this pattern though.
Oh, yikes. Alright.
It's fine. Oh, it's this one, yeah.
Oh, if your shot hits the edge of this ring, I guess.
Yeah,
Ah, yeah, I see.
here you go. That's why he's being very careful with that.
Nice.
And this pattern.
Hang on.
It looks funny.
This was referenced in Trifocuser. Yeah, that exact pattern showed up in Trifocuser. That's funny.
You almost died. Yes, I spots color.
Really? Wow.
Oh, Jing,
Oh.
what's that? And he's not shooting because of those dolls.
Did they fire revenge bullets? Oh dear.
Yeah. I think you also get some funny pattern if you kill all of them.
What's the red circle that occasionally encircles the character?
Oh, that just shows that you recently rammed into an enemy, which means you cannot home.
Ah. We've got a minute and a half time.
Yeah.
You wanna skip ahead a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Wow, imagine missing the lock G on the subtitles.
Yeah, this looks like a bunch of bosses appearing and then the shooting patterns.
Alright, it's done.
Oh, this pattern. This pattern is really stupid if you shoot it.
Oh, is this another time?
It's not that long. Do you see those knives? You can kill
Yeah.
those, basically.
And what happens
Like,
if you
it's
do?
really stupid. I don't remember if they shoot anything in particular, but you keep getting a new and new ones. And that just ruins everything. Oh yeah, they spawn random bullets, okay.
Oh. Interesting.
Where does
Very
it
nice thing.
show the attack time left?
It doesn't. Huh. Huh.
Yeah, this is some X and then... Yeah, at the start of the stream, Toymin also called it insane that someone got an X and N of this extra stage.
And another safe spot.
The Toymin seems to be gone now.
An orb. I don't know what that is, I just call it an orb.
All of this and all my chest. Ooh. Alright. Slashing aim stuff.
Yeah, this is what I meant when I said it's just a bunch of aim stuff. Roadmap things. And that's it.
And there we have it.
GG.
Nice.
It is pretty cool, yes.
Had to
Well,
time out a bunch of stuff because it'd be bullshit otherwise, I guess. But yeah, very nicely done.
Is that my video?
wait, is
Let's
it?
see.
Which one?
Top right.
That is. It is your video.
Wow. And I think the other low-key extra one is the Black Label.
Yeah, that's
I think it's
Creepy's
either
Black
Crested or
Label.
Yats.
No, that's Creepy's Black Label thing.
Okay, but Yats played it too.
Alright. I suppose that's it for today's TRS?
Yeah, that's it for today. And
Next week, Gastari goes back to regular TRS programming and we will cover the metro runs.
yeah,
Uh,
there's going to be 7 green runs in a row.
We're approaching the end of the month, so we're going about to be flooded with more submissions, but we are catching up.
Soon TM.
I mean, we're still a month late, but it's better than half a year. Let's say that.
True.
But yeah, there's a lot of green runs in the queue. So next week for Sunday, which next week for Sunday we'll be covering a bunch of non-green runs. If I read this correctly, there should be one iOS run, an EIOS run that we'll get to cover, which is nice. But yeah, we will. Okay, first of all, TRS has a Discord server. For those of you who do not know, in the Discord server, I've just posted the invite link. There are a bunch of channels which are relevant to the TRS stream itself. First of all, TRS announcements. You can get a stream ping roll and it'll get pinged whenever the stream begins, so you don't miss it. We have a TRS inquiries channel in which if you have any requests regarding your replay, such as asking for it to be delayed being shown or asking for it to be shown on specifically a Saturday or a Sunday, or if you would like to change the replay, submit it, or change the run comments or anything like that, you can type your request in the TRS inquiries channel and we will get to it. And then obviously it's a community channel for this stream, so it's quite a large one, a lot of activity daily. There's a Shmups channel, a lot of activity there as well. And just added today temporarily a channel called The Worst Yet Valid Touhou Advice, in which you can see some of the worst possible takes you will ever see in the Touhou community. But yes, that is our TRS Discord. We will see you next week.
Yeah.
32.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Saturday TRS for the next 2 weeks is only going to be green runs. It's incredible. Yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.